Hello, mystical, magical souls. I'm Chloe the Elven Mage, and I'm here in my office. Only joking. I'm here in my second home in the forest, surrounded by little crab apples that are falling off the tree at the moment. Today's episode is wandering and pondering, coupled up with my monthly review, both business and personal updates for the month of September. So thank you so much for being here. I thought it was going to be really cold, so I've got this really thick woolen cardigan on, and I've been walking around and I'm really hot. It's a really beautiful day here today. I'm in northwest Oxfordshire in the UK. It's the most beautiful autumn day. The sky is blue, there's big fluffy clouds. You can probably hear an aeroplane going by. That's unusual for here. I'm hoping that you can hear some bird song as well throughout this video. But it's the most beautiful, crisp autumn day. Some of the trees, not all of them, some of them have started turning. They've started setting fire to their leaves. So we've got some beautiful orangey colours around. The fruit is falling from the trees. The forest floor is just absolutely a sea of crab apples here. And if you stick around for this video, I'm in this beautiful clearing of trees, which is in a small part of a forest very close to where I live. And there's this like circle opening of trees where I'm going to walk to and make friends with them. So I'm going to ask their names, if they wish to introduce themselves to me and of course to you, anyone who's watching this. So that will be fun. I've been meaning to come back to this exact bit of forest to communicate better with the trees for a while now, and today felt like the right day. So yeah, stick around, or if you want to skip straight to that second part of the video, be my guest. Just going to take in a deep breath, allowing myself to land in the forest. Taking in the sounds of the trees, the birds, the bees, any other animal beings who are here, any forest spirits. Hello, hail and welcome. Breathing in that glorious fresh air. Something that I'm going to share before I dive into my monthly reflections is like a tip, I guess. If you meditate in the forest, somewhere where you are surrounded by trees and somewhere that's, very lush with green, if you meditate even for 2 minutes, like closing your eyes and sit in silence for 2 minutes or as long as you can, something really magical happens, because So after you've meditated, after you've sat in stillness and in silence, breathing, doesn't matter what's going on within, just the act of silence and stillness in that special place in nature, is that when you open your eyes, it's almost like you get gifted with this peeling back a layer of the filter that's over the eyes, and everything looks so much more green and vibrant. You can see more of the energy emanating from the natural world. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. You'll be surprised. And the more that you do it, the more of the energies and the geometry and the web and the weaving of life you'll be able to recognize between all living life, plants, animals, humans. Yeah, we're all connected. Like, I'm just looking at this tree next to me and the leaves are just dancing in the wind, just vibing to life. And that's how us humans are meant to be too. And we forget it a lot of the time, and we are sort of forced into thinking that we can't just be vibing with life 24/7, but that's not true. That's not true. We are one with nature. Nature is part of creation. We came from nature. So nature can teach us a lot. She really, really can. So, first of all, I want to start off my monthly reviews today with gratitude. I always start off with gratitude. First of all, I have had loads of new subscribers to my channel this month, so thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It warms my heart to know that there's people out there who actually want to watch me ranting and talking about elves and fears and being a witch. So thank you. I hope you enjoy my channel. And, you know, I do listen to your feedback. So if there's ever anything that you want to see me expressing, or anything you want me to talk about or do in the forest, please, please comment, because I love, love, love to honour what it is that you're seeking or what that you wish to see or experience from me. I am here to serve. So yes, thank you. And just to share with you a little bit, I've had a YouTube account for probably since 2020, because that's when I started launching my own business, which at the time was called Heartful Healing and Yoga. Very different now with the evolution of Mystic Hearts. But yeah, at the time I wasn't posting anything. I would do the odd nutrition workshop and maybe once in a blue moon a meditation video. And it has only been since June this year, May, June this year, after the breakup from my partner and after really taking the decision to honour my heart's calling, to really embody the witch and the mystical and magical powers. It's only really been since then, so the past June, July, August, 4 months. So I have gained about 180 followers in 4 months, which is amazing. So thank you so much. Sorry, by followers I mean subscribers. I actually much prefer the word subscriber than follower. So thank you so much. I would put a hand on my heart, but I can't because I'm holding my selfie stick with both hands to get this lovely angle where you can see the forest and those sunlight splinters behind me. Second gratitude today is this month I have received more donations than I ever have in my life. And especially in my business, and I don't even know how to express how that makes me feel. I've had to do a lot of work on myself to open up to really receive these gifts of gratitude, and the fact that it is reflected now by being given gifts through literal money donations it's beyond words. But thank you. Gifts are my absolute love language. Like, gifts make me so happy. I love giving gifts, and of course I love receiving gifts. So thank you. And being able to receive a gift without any condition and without any expectation, just for the joy of giving. And I'm hoping it's because of the joy of you receiving the words and the art and the content that I'm creating. It's like an absolute miracle and a blessing, and it does wonders for my sense of self-worth and self-love. So thank you so much. Yeah, and actually just to add on to that, you know, receiving gifts and receiving donations is a very feminine feeling, which is really beautiful for both men and women. You know, it's that opening up of being in receivership and knowing that we don't have to trade our energy in exchange for monetary value. We can, but we don't have to. And I think that's a really important message, you know, because trading is beautiful, exchanging is beautiful, but slaving away our energy just to have to live is not okay. That is the old paradigm of the patriarchal, capitalist, dark system matrix. And we are not having that anymore. We are embodying our magical, true, free, authentic soul expression. So thank you. Thank you for helping me to prove that that is possible. Not only through my words, but actually through embodying it in my own 3D and 5D reality. So thank you. Thank you. So many thank yous. I could just spend this whole video saying thank you. Because this has been a wild month, but ending on such a high. Okay, so first of all, always start off with gratitude, and then we'll go to announcements. Lots of exciting announcements. So as a gift from me to express my gratitude for all the gifts that I've been given, I'm going to announce something new, and that is that officially from the 1st of October, so that's in 2 days' time, I will be launching a Mystic Hearts monthly giveaway, which I will then announce the winner on this monthly video. So on my monthly review, personal and business review, I will be announcing the winner, which will be really exciting to have you publicly shared. Unless you don't want to, you can express that you just wish to be privately told that you're the winner, and that's fine too. But yeah, so it will be every month. And in the comments of this video, I will type in the link that you have to click on. All I will ask is for a couple of details from you to enter into the prize draw. And you can check my privacy policy just to make sure that you know that none of your details will be used for anything other than the prize draw. And once a month, I will be giving away a free one-to-one, either quantum energy expansion session or a one-to-one witch activation session. You can read the description of both of these offerings on my website. They're the same time and the same monetary exchange, so that's why I'm giving you the option. Yeah, so exciting. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want more people to experience this work and more people to get to experience the superpowers that I have been supported in activating in myself. And one of those is to be a catalyst for other people activating their own inner expression, really like witch wounding and stepping into your mage, your sorcerer, stepping into your most magical self and expression, whatever that means for you. Even if you don't resonate with the term witch, that's absolutely fine. And honouring our ancestors, the bloodline that you've come from, the lands that not only you were born on, but that actually flows through your blood and through your DNA. Yeah, so very exciting. And also if you win the prize and you want to give it away to someone as a gift, that's totally fine as well. All the terms and conditions for the giveaway are on the website. So I'll type the link in for you. Really exciting. Yes, and this also just means that I'll get to meet more of you and work with more people in the way that brings me the most joy and the most satisfaction, because it means that I get to support people in up-leveling and being their best selves and being that main character energy. If you're happy, I'm happy. So that's the first announcement. Second announcement is sort of a joint announcement, and that is that I have officially a new service up on my website, which it's not new in the way that it's a new new work that I'm doing. It's just new in the way that I've put the service together, and that is the one-to-one witch activation. Because I wanted something more specific to resonate with my own big magic and witch awakenings that have happened, and be able to really help people through that alongside my own story and my own experience of that. So it is a 90-minute one-to-one session, which can either be live or recorded. That is your choice. And it is traveling to a past parallel life where you are holding on to a trauma or a fear cycle that is blocking you from accessing your psychic or magical gift or ability or superpower that is really ready to come online and be activated, embodied and expressed now in the present moment. So we'll go straight there. Any healing work that needs doing, a lot of the time there's cord cutting, integration, having conversations with that part of you. Sometimes it's inner child work. We will call upon the cards, the oracle cards. If there is any healing that is needed done, we will do that too. You'll get to receive that healing. And with the witch activation, in that session, you will receive clear instructions on how you're going to actually integrate and activate and bring that superpower to life. So that could be like, oh, you need to go and do a painting of this. It will be like very clear instructions of how to move forward. And these 90-minute sessions are life-changing. They are pivotal points when you are ready to completely shift the trajectory of your life and come out of the cocoon that you're in and spread your wings and become the butterfly. Life-changing work. I say they map out between 6 weeks to 6 months ahead of you, depending how ready you are to rapidly ascend and transform. So it's not something that you're going to need to be doing regularly, right? This is a huge gift that you will be saying yes to yourself and fully activating and embodying yourself in your whole full spectrum of magical essence. So you can read more about that on my website. It is mystichearts.org/witch, straight to the point. And for those of you who are interested, but maybe are a bit hesitant or unsure about taking that first step and that deep dive into the one-to-one work, I'm also doing a group workshop on Thursday, the 30th of October. It's 2 hours, a 2-hour masterclass. So we're going to be diving deep into the witch wound and awakening the witch within. That's the name of the workshop. Awaken the witch within. It's £17 per person, and if you want to bring a friend, it's half price, or bring a friend for free, because we want to get as many people here as possible. So that's my gift for you. The reason why I chose 17 is because 17 is my birth number, which is an 8 number, which is the number of Saturn, which is the number of karmic cycles, death, rebirth, big shifts, changes and lessons. So that explains a lot about me. But yes, it is a 2-hour masterclass via Zoom, 8 p.m. UK time. I believe this is after the clocks go back. So I believe it will be 4 p.m. Eastern. However, I would advise for you to check your own time zones, because I get very confused when the time changes. And you can find the link to that in the comments to this video, but you can also find it on my channel as well, Awaken the Witch Within. We will be doing a quantum journey where we will be each retrieving keys and hidden messages about this past life or parallel version of us, which is waiting to be healed, integrated and activated. We will also be exploring what the witch wound actually is and where that came from and what that's all about. I'll be sharing the story of my witch awakening. I'll also be gifting you with a Samhain ritual. For those of you who aren't familiar with the pagan tradition, Samhain is the old pagan term that came before Halloween. It is the day of honouring the dead, honouring the ancestors. It is the day that it is believed when the veil between worlds is very, very thin, so it can be a really magical time to open up our psychic abilities and speak to beings from other realms and dimensions. And this is why I'm doing it the day before Samhain, so that you're going to leave the masterclass with takeaway practices and rituals that you can, if you choose to, put into practice over this extremely magical and potent time of the year. So that's Awaken the Witch Within. If you can't make it live, please do sign up and I will send you the recording. The recording of the masterclass is not going to be posted publicly. So it will be a closed space so that the energy of the space is kept private and sacred. I think that's very important. Yeah, so it will be shared privately and only people who have the password will be able to access it. So that's very, very, very exciting. Yeah, it would be awesome. And if you have any questions about the masterclass or the one-to-one witch awakening, feel free to email me, or you can just ask the questions in the comment to this video. I actually love, I love everything being public because other souls, other people can also learn from your own inquiries and your own questions. And I just love that sense of community building. So yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So updates, of course, you will see that I had quite a wild month personally. I had some beautiful experiences actually with family and friends. I'll talk about the nice things first. So I had some trips and some travels to London, had really beautiful experiences with both my stepdad and my mum, actually, one weekend after the other, which upon reflection is really beautiful because I feel now that that has brought me back into a place of balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Yeah, I have a good relationship with my stepfather and also my mother at the moment, which has taken many, 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 many years of deep healing to get here. But yeah, there's something really beautiful about spending time with family and loved ones and also just being treated. You know, it's nice for me as an only child from most of my life, from a single parent, to have a stepfather who treats me to nice things. He took me on a tour in London and took me out for dinner. So it was really lovely. It felt really good to be treated like a princess and just reminded me of that beautiful masculine role of protecting and providing. Yeah, beautiful value. And then the following weekend was my mum's birthday, so me and her spent the whole weekend down on the south coast of England. So we had long walks by the sea and spent some quality time together, and just to see her happy was really beautiful for me. And then I had an experience of going to a music event in London and my phone was stolen, which for me was just like a wild experience. I moved away. I'm from London originally, those of you who don't know. I was born in London, raised most of my life in London, but moved away from London because I felt that it was slowly but surely poisoning me from the inside out. That's a whole nother topic of conversation on the energies of cities. But yeah, anyway, so when I go back to London now, I do find it very intense and overwhelming, the energies there, but I also forget like how much crime there is there and how much darkness and how much intensity there is in the energy and the people and the things that go on there. So yeah, it was unexpected for someone to steal my little Samsung phone out of my bag, which I'm sure they probably haven't made much of a profit or much use out of. But as soon as it happened, you know, initially I did freak out because I was like, oh my goodness, what if someone hacks into my YouTube account or my Instagram or my email, which is, you know, where most of my work comes from. So that was the really initial worry. But my guides were telling me, Chloe, this is a clean slate. And they even actually were cheeky enough to tell me, this is the clean slate that I commanded in my death and rebirth ceremonies that I did this year. So yeah, it truly has been a clean slate. And upon reflection, there are certain people who now don't have access to my energy because I haven't given them my new phone number. So it's quite empowering now to be the one in power of who I give access to my energy. Sorry, I keep looking around because there's lots of beings here with us in the forest today. I'd love to know if you're experiencing them. Yeah, the forest spirits are out and about, probably getting ready for Samhain, for spooky season. So yes, that was that. It was initially, I mean, I've done a whole video on this. I'll link it at the end of the video. You can watch me talking about having my phone stolen and all of the blessings actually that came with that. But yeah, that happened. But beautiful social events and lovely family time, which felt really nourishing and beautiful after the end of a very busy and vibrant summer going to festivals. And in terms of business, as I mentioned, so many amazing donations, which was just like fabulous and heartwarming. Within, let me get this right, 48 hours of creating and posting my new service of the one-to-one witch activation on my website, I received a booking, which is amazing. That's like just so beautiful and incredible that I've created this new one-to-one offering and already I get to share it so quickly. So thank you. That's really exciting. Such a wonderful way to end September and welcome October, which is the season of the witch. So yeah, that's really exciting. Also had another friend booking in. She hasn't booked in yet, but expressing that she wants to book in a one-to-one quantum energy expansion session. I also am continuing my one-to-one mystic mentorship with a friend of mine who we put on pause over the summer because the way that I do my mentorship is it's 6 weeks, but it's not necessarily over the space of 6 weeks. It could span 6 months, or it could span 6 weeks, or any time in between that, because usually after the 3rd week, I take space for integration, because when I work with people, I want to attract those who actually are ready to take necessary action and have their own embodiment of the healing, of the messages of the life that they want to create. So we take a break, and through accessing my guides and their spirit team, we create a set of tasks or homework tasks or missions, you know, whatever you resonate with, we create these tasks. And I say, okay, so once you have completed these tasks, these missions, these quests, once those are complete, come back to me and let me know, and we'll continue the mentorship. So it's usually around the halfway point. And then after that integration period is when we usually go in and do a deep, deep witch wound and a big, big clearing. And then from there, we can move forward with the soul-led actions, which is really exciting. That's like creating the life that my mentee actually wants to live and lead and embody and express and create. So yes, we're going to be continuing with that in the coming weeks, which is really exciting, because my business felt like it had a big pause in August and September, and now it's like suddenly the ball is rolling, which is really exciting. And I've actually, something else I've done for my business is reduce the slots that I have open for one-to-one bookings. So I think it's either 3 or 4 a week at the moment, so it's very reduced. I have 2 evening availabilities, so I wanted to be accessible for people in other time zones, and then 2 daytime for people in the UK, or maybe Australia that would work for too. So I've reduced that down, so I've reduced my availability down, and that is purely to put myself first, to put my self-care first. And recognizing that abundance doesn't come from hard work and hustle and burnout. Actually, abundance comes from taking self-care days and saying, you know, actually, I need 3 evenings a week where I can go to the gym, or I can just rest and watch Netflix or read or go for a sunset walk, whatever it is. Putting those things first actually attracts more clients. Yeah, so that felt good. Yesterday I had the most delicious day of rest. Spent the morning in bed reading, did a really long meditation, didn't do any exercise whatsoever, made breakfast, got back into bed, gave myself a massage, ate all the food I wanted to eat, spent some time reading, spent some time organising my bedside drawers. So yeah, just wanted to honour days like that, and honour that resting and having days of peace and quiet and stillness is a part of leading a soul and heart-led life. And that is what I encourage in my mentorships, in my one-to-one client sessions. Yeah, because self-love is beautiful. It's hard sometimes, but it's beautiful. So yeah, let me think if there's any other announcements, anything that I want to share, personal or business. Dyed my hair. I suppose that's a personal share. I do really, really love having dark hair, honouring the darkness, the darker side. Again, we are humans, so as a human, we are beings who have been given the gift to experience emotions, and now the emotional spectrum goes all the way from the depths of hatred to the heavens of ecstatic love and authenticity and freedom and everything in between. So I love to honour that in darkness and shadow. You'll see me wearing black most of the time because I just think that it looks good on me, honestly, and I feel that I love black. I feel good when I wear black. I feel the most in my magic and most powerful. And that's something I would invite you to investigate. When you are wearing something, how does it make you feel? What character are you embodying? So yeah, that's it. That's all of the updates I feel that I want to share. And I would love to just go on a little journey with you now around this clearing of trees in this part of the forest. I'll take you on a walk to a tree now that I can actually see in front of me. Big, beautiful, old oak tree. Yeah, and we'll talk and we'll have some quiet time and we'll see what happens. So the tree is the one in the distance, that really tall one. So I'm going to get off my perch now and we'll have a little walk in silence as we approach the tree. You can see it approaching now. I'm going to pause here because I've just remembered something super important that I didn't include in my monthly business reflections, and that is that I successfully and officially launched my weekly Mystic Spirit Messages YouTube live streams. So there's been 4 now for the whole month of September, every Friday. I did them on my own, but with the support of John Binney and the wonderful Viviane Heller, who've been in the chat just supporting me with it. But yeah, holding those 2-hour live streams solo, doing readings, messages, clearings, healings, activations for people. It's been truly a blessing, and I was totally surprised and overwhelmed by how many people have been showing up. And if you're one of those people, thank you. If you're not one of those people, come and join us. It's a really magical community. Everyone's super kind and friendly and welcoming. Yeah, and you can get to experience some of what I bring to the table, you know, or you can just come and watch and join and make some friends. But yeah, just celebrating that, a successful month, and they will be continuing now every week throughout October and for the foreseeable future. So hopefully see you there this Friday at 5 p.m. UK time, midday Eastern Standard, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, I'm going to turn around again now. You can start to see the beautiful roots of this tree, and we've got this little portal that we have to walk through to gain access to this mystical tree. So I'm just going to ask permission from the forest spirits. Is it okay if I pass through this portal to talk to this very ancient and beautiful tree? Okay, they said yes. Thank you so much. Oh, got a duck under. There we go. Coming to this glorious tree, which is very protected by all of these branches. You can see this one here. It's like a protector tree in front of the tree. And I'm going to turn around. I'm like crawling under here. Going to come to a place where I'm not going to get poked in the eye by a branch. Okay, here we go. Wow. I'm going to show you the view that I've got of this tree. Just want you to see. Oh, so beautiful. Wow. All the way up to the top. You can't even see the top of the tree. I already feel so peaceful and calm by this tree. I'm going to show you the big trunk of the tree and these roots. They just look like elephant feet. So gorgeous. Look at that. So gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to ask permission, first of all, to connect to the tree. Is it okay if I touch you? Wow, I can already feel the energy emanating of this tree. Thank you. Please, can you share with me your name? Eloa. Thank you. What an honor it is to meet you, Eloa. Eloa. The tree's telling me to say it more slowly. What is the rush? Eloa. What does your name mean? The tree is telling me that the name Eloa means the essence of life. And the essence of life can only be experienced through the slowing down to the moment where we can actually almost see the particles of time. The particles of everything in existence. Separately, but also coming back in and weaving into one another. Wow. Thank you so much, Eloah. Okay. Now I have to try and get out of this maze. Let's turn it round so you can adventure with me. There's one tree that I really want to know the name of. Oh, I saw her before when I came here to do some filming. And I've wanted to come back since to ask her name. Hold on a sec, I've got something in my shoe. I'm wearing sandals right now, so there's all sorts going into my shoes. Right, I need to walk around the brambles. Wow, that was a really amazing message. The image I had when he was telling me about the essence of life that we experience when time slows down reminds me of psychedelic experiences where you become so present with the reality of everything. It becomes almost tangible, like you can almost move time and energy with the very touch of your hands, but then also they become energy. And it's, yeah, that was, wow. But he was telling me that, you know, that is totally obtainable, that experience, to us through slowing down and breathing with intention, you know, and being here in the forest certainly helps as a reminder of just slowing down and breathing. If I could pause the video, I would take a photo of Eloah. Yeah. But I'll come back and take a photo and share them. I don't want to pause this video and disrupt the frequency that we have going. Hope you can hear all the forest sounds. I'm going to turn around now so you can just experience all of the noises with me. Aha, so here we are approaching the tree. Like she is just giving the most goddess energy. I want you to really see the details on this tree. For my fellow Lord of the Rings lovers, you can really get Rivendell vibes from this tree. Hold on, let me see if we can get, yeah, look at the vines that wrap all around her. There we go. It's just giving Rivendell. It's giving elven royalty. And those of you who don't know, J.R.R. Tolkien, the writer of The Lord of the Rings, is from these lands. He's from Oxfordshire. You can visit his grave in North Oxford. And there has been many times where I've been walking around and connecting to the energies of the beings that he brought to life in all of his stories. So beautiful. Okay. So let's see if we can connect to this beautiful tree. Oh, wow. I'm going to turn you around for this one. So I'm just going to ask permission first of all. Please, can I touch you and connect with your energy? And also, is it okay if I film while doing this? Thank you. Just making sure you can see me. Thank you so much for giving me permission to connect with you. Please, can I know your name? Illyria. Illyria. What a beautiful name. Thank you for sharing. Please, can you share the meaning of your name or the energy that Illyria represents? Illyria simply means the beauty that exists within all. Thank you. And Illyria, the beauty that exists within all, is this just on Earth, or is this on other planets and other dimensions? Please, can you explain more about this meaning? Illyria means the beauty that exists within all that which come from the creation, the creative force, the creative energy. So Illyria, does that include beings of darkness? Yes, if they have come from Source, the one true source of love, of creation. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So remember that. The beauty exists within you. No matter who or what tries so hard to make you think or feel otherwise, you are a being of beauty, and beautiful essence is your very existence. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And I invite you to start saying yes to yourself, saying yes to embodying that beauty and that soul essence of creation that you are, that is within you. Not letting fear and doubt rule you, but instead slowing down, so that the world outside, the external, isn't so loud. And that voice and that whisper and that echo from your heart becomes like soft, warm honey for your ears and for your being, whispering words of kindness and truth and encouragement to you. Thank you so much for joining this episode with me today of Wondering and Pondering, and also my monthly reviews. If you ever have any requests, questions, or places you'd like me to visit, please let me know in the comments. I can't wait to connect with you. Here's to an amazing, magical, witchy, mystical October to come. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours always.